This is DiNapoli. Today I'd like to continue our discussion about the push buttons on the DS3 transmitter. These push buttons allow you to configure 85–90% of what you're going to need for most applications. In particular, I'd like to talk about Mode 7 today and the things that you can do with Mode 7. Mode 7 allows you to correct for pressure offsets caused by things like an impulse line, a full impulse line, a remote seal capillary, if the transmitter isn't mounted level, things of that nature. It can do it without affecting the 0 and full scale that you set in Mode 5 and Mode 6. All right, let's talk about this specific example. This example, I'd like to talk about a water tower. We've all seen them driving down a highway. We're 20 feet above the ground, and the water tower itself is 20 feet high. We're interested in the 0 to 20 feet that's in the tower. We don't really care about the standpipe. We mount the transmitter at the bottom of the standpipe at ground level so we can see what's in the tank up above. Well, what we can do first is we must size the transmitter to handle whatever the maximum pressure is. The maximum pressure in this case, for this example, since we're 40 feet above the ground, will be 40 feet of water pressure. So we make sure that the capsule of the transmitter can handle that maximum pressure that's going to be seen. But we're still interested only in the 0 to 20 feet in the tank. That's what we want our 4 to 20 mils to represent. All right, what we can do is we can come into Mode 5, and in Mode 5, when the tank is empty, we know there will be 20 feet of water pressure on that transmitter. So we come into Mode 5, set up 20 feet of water. We go to Mode 6. Well, in Mode 6, we know there's going to be 40 feet of water acting on that transmitter at ground level. So we set Mode 6 at 40 feet. However, the display on the transmitter will read 20 feet of water when the tank is empty and 40 feet of water when the tank is full. That could be confusing to some people. Let's see how Mode 7 can help solve that problem. First of all, there are 3 real cases that you would have for that water tower in terms of knowing the level in the tank itself. Number 1, we have the standpipe full and the tank is empty. Number 2, we have the known level in the tank. Mode 3, we don't know what the level in the tank is, but we still want the display to read 0 to 20 feet. All right, let's look at those in detail. Case 1, scenario number 1. The tank is empty, the standpipe is filled with water. All right, we said it was 20 feet high. We come into Mode 5, we set Mode 5 at 0 feet of water. We come into Mode 6, we set Mode 6 at 20 feet of water, because that's what we want our 4 to 20 mils to be represented. We then come to Mode 7. Well, Mode 7, because of the 20 foot of standpipe that we have filled with water, Mode 7 reads 20 feet of water. We want to suppress that 20 feet of water that's in the standpipe. We're only interested in the 0 to 20 foot level that's in the tank itself. So what do? In Mode 7, we hold down the plus and minus buttons simultaneously, and electronically we will suppress the 20 feet of water. That's shown by seeing 20 feet of water, 15 feet of water, 10 feet of water, 5 feet of water, boom, 0 feet of water. Now the display, when it's reading pressure, will be 0 feet of water when the tank is empty, and 20 feet of water when the tank is full, and it follows the Mode 5 and Mode 6, 0 to 20 feet of water that we've set. Let's look at the second scenario. The second scenario, we send somebody up to the top of the tower, and with a dipstick or a rock and a string, whatever, that technician determines that there are 5 feet of water in the tank at this moment in time. All right, once again, we set mode 5 at 0 feet of water. We set mode 6 at 20 feet of water. We come into mode 7, and mode 7 is reading 25 feet of water. Well, we know there's 5 feet of water in the tank because we just measured it. So what do? We force the display in mode 7 to read 5 feet of water. How do we do that? We use the down or decrement button, which is the right-hand button, and we hold it down, and we come from 25, 20, 15, 10, and we stop at 5 feet of water. Now we've suppressed that 20 feet of water that we know is in the standpipe, and what we have left is the 5 feet of water we have in the tank itself. Let's look at case 3. Case 3, we have no idea what's in the tank. We really don't. Can't send anybody up. Nobody's willing to go up to the tank. We don't have a way of getting in there to see what the level is. So what are we going to do? Well, the only thing you can do is measure very accurately with a tape measure, laser, something very accurate, what the standpipe height is. Let's assume that we measure that standpipe height, and it is 20 feet high. So we know that 20 feet of water is being caused by the standpipe itself. Once again, we're interested in the 0 to 20 feet in the tank, so we set up mode 5 is 0, mode 6 is 20 feet of water pressure. We come into mode 7, and we see 25 feet of water pressure, which is what the transmitter has acting on it at this moment in time. And we know that the standpipe caused an offset of 20 feet of water. So what do we want to do? We want to suppress that 20 feet of water. So once again, we use the down button and decrement down 20 feet. Since it started at 25, we decrement down till we are at 5. We have 5 now showing in mode 7. We come out of mode 7, we will see 5 feet of water in the display, and the 4 to 20 mils will be based upon the 0 to 20 feet of water that we set up in modes 5 and 6. I hope you can understand and appreciate the power that mode 7 has for you in most applications. Thanks for your time. If you ever need any help with transmitters, don't forget us at tech support. Thank you.